Have you bought a couple single family rentals and you're looking to scale up into multiple units? Are you possibly looking to skip the single family rental stage and just go straight to a duplex, triplex, or fourplex? Well, today I'm going to talk to you about how to buy your first duplex. Hey, I'm Alex Kaufman with Teifke Real Estate here in Austin, Texas, and we're putting out content every single day for you. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with anybody you think would find it valuable. Let's dive in. So if you're trying to scale up and buy a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, what I would suggest doing is approaching it in a similar way that you did with a single family rental. But the benefit to buying multiple units at once is the economies of scale. So for example, here in Austin, I can buy a single family rental for $250,000 or so, but I can buy a duplex for about $320,000. So I'm getting each unit much cheaper than I would be if I was buying a single family rental. The benefit to that is not only getting the per door cheaper, but I'll be getting approximately the same amount I would be in rent. If I buy a duplex for $320,000, what I'm looking to get is about $3,200 a month in rent, or close to it. I'm still looking for that 1% rule. That way I can cover for my management expenses, I can cover for vacancy, I can cover for operating expenses, repairs, and still be able to cash flow after tax, insurance, and my debt. An example of the 1% rule would be to get 1% of the purchase price in rent. So if I'm buying a property for $300,000, I want to get at least $3,000 in rent. So when you're going out looking for properties, that's the first thing I look for. Another thing I look for is a possibility to add value to the property. Maybe this property needs a little work done. Maybe if I update the bathrooms, if I update the kitchen, if I do some exterior work to the property, I can raise the rents even higher than they currently are. So the last duplex I bought, it was actually not here in Austin, it was in Bartlett, Texas. The purchase price was $225,000 and it currently brings in $3,300 a month in rent. This was a brand new property that was built in 2019, so there's not a lot of expenses that go into repairs and operating expenses other than management. So a lot of investors like to purchase a duplex to house hack it. What is house hacking? House hacking is when you live in one unit and you rent out the other unit. For example, one of the units in the duplex is paying you rent on a monthly basis, and what that does is it brings down your living expenses. So hopefully in that situation you're not paying anything towards your mortgage, and the rent coming in from the other unit is covering the mortgage for your duplex. Also, when you're purchasing multiple units at once, you can utilize it as a primary residence if it's under 4 units. So for a duplex, for example, you can get an FHA loan, you can get a USDA loan, you can get a VA loan. And what this can do is if you qualify for these, you'll have a lower down payment and you can get into a property, have multiple units, and hopefully have that rented out unit cover your expenses. I personally would prefer to buy a property that has more units than just one. The more units, the better in my opinion. It reduces the risk of vacancy. If you have one unit that's unleased in a single family home, you're 100% vacant. If you have one unit that is vacant in a duplex, you're 50% vacant, and so on and so forth. The more units, the better. The economies of scale. The more units you buy at once, the cheaper they are per door. The idea behind buying multiple units at once is to receive more cash flow. I'm not saying that purchasing a single family home as a rental or as an investment is a bad idea, but for me personally, I'll never do it again. I've bought many of them in the past, and for me, multifamily is the only way to go moving forward. I really hope this was helpful. If you guys would like help purchasing a duplex or multifamily property, click the link in the bio. We're happy to help. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.